How does weight loss and excessive exercise induce menopause? The female body is very interesting. The female hormones, which are estrogen and progesterone, are fat-soluble hormones. So these hormones are made out of fat, cholesterol. So you can see here that I have outlined how the hormones in the female body actually generate. And you can see the precursor of all these hormones is cholesterol, fat. So in certain situations like excessive weight loss, rapid weight loss, or women who do a lot of exercises like elite athletes, the body fat mass gets below a certain amount, which induces a shutdown of the brain and ovarian axis. So our brain, we have a gland called the pituitary gland, which this gland talks to the ovaries and regulates our estrogen production, hormone production in general in the body, estrogen and progesterone. So when we don't have enough fat mass in the body, the brain goes into a sort of a shock situation. And with this shock situation, while the estrogen levels are very low in the body because there's no fat mass, the brain doesn't pick up and it can't stimulate the production. In our body, we have this feedback system that when we have low hormone levels, we have to induce, stimulate the production of that hormone with our brain. Every gland works like that. But in this sort of situation, the feedback loop doesn't work. And we get what we call, a very long name, hypogonadism. So essentially very similar to what menopause is, but with a different physiology. We see that the brain hormones are very, very low. In the menopause, the brain hormones are very, very high because normal menopause is because the ovaries run out of reserve. In hypogonadism, we don't have any problems with the ovaries producing estrogen. The brain is not functioning and the estrogen levels are very low. And this sort of situation, we've got a 17, 18, 19-year-old woman who has the hormones of a 70-year-old woman, which is extremely dangerous for their body. It will cause fatigue, hair loss, skin changes, weight gain, especially centralized weight gain, and mood disorders, and most importantly, bone loss. We need estrogen to maintain our bone density as well. Also, our cardiovascular health is affected by it. When estrogen drops, we get rise in our cholesterol levels in the body, and as a result, people are more predisposed to cardiovascular events. So it's really important to have a balance between very high weight and very low weight, and also exercise levels, especially with cardio-based exercises. Weight-bearing exercises are totally fine because they work on the muscle and build up muscle mass. But cardio-based exercises, because they reduce fat mass in the body, they can exacerbate hypogonadism.